from there, and then you repeat on the other side. So we've got the thread there, we've got the wedge, we've got the push across, and then the next bit. Steps in, you've got an elbow there, legs are bent, hand comes on the side of the body from there, right? This is a bit that I found was, for me, I found was fun. No, it's okay, right? So you've got this is at 45 degrees, so that means we should be 45 degrees in relation to the enemy. We're taking the arm out of the way, I'm moving away from that danger hand, and I'm ending up with this position here. Right, so the arm's out of the way, and later on in the kata we've got things that we can do from this position. So I get my impact. As Lee pushes from there, I don't want him to turn me, so I yield with it, I bring my arm through, I don't push down, I push across, like the kata tells me to do, which drives him past. What I then do is I take this hand from here, I bring the foot towards my other foot, just like the kata does from there, and boom. Okay, his head will end up in exactly the right position for the elbow. See, I love it when the kata does that, it always reminds me like press the button on a vending machine, going, that's the candy I want. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of thing, so it's like here, I want a head please, you press here, delivered. And then you come in from here. Yeah. So, moving at an angle 45 degrees, one, and then we can carry on from there. If it pushes, which you may well do, don't fight it, yield with it. Take this arm this way, as it goes, into here for that little bit there. Is everyone okay to give that one a go? Hey. Be careful with it, because I hate some ones have gone here, as Lee pushes from there. What I want to have on this one is, this is when the big turn of the, just like the kata, the big turn of the hips, boom, bring them all the way through. So, I'm doing it gently there, and Lee's been a good uki and going with the gentle force. And then it feels right, and then it fits the kata exactly. Yeah, because I'm bringing my knee into that position. Now, and also just the bent legs is just right as well, because it gets the height exactly correct. You know what I mean? If I was doing it there with straight legs, you know what I mean, it feels a bit wrong. If you do it with the bent you've got there, and again, if need be, I've got the extra drive through as well. Okay, so just do it one more time, but make sure that you even in practice, even when you're doing it gently, bring the arm across, so it sets this bit up here for it. So everyone okay with that? Then you don't need to seek the head will find you. Okay? From there, if you turn around, it leaves in a bad position from there, because everything I've got's facing him, I'm ready to strike through. That's when he's going to push on this one here. So that, not guaranteed he'll do that, but if he does, the kata has the option for it. Then again, make sure you keep this arm vertical, because then that predictable response is that it jolts forwards. Again, not down. And then again, you see how in the kata, although the kata shows up on both sides, obviously, the back foot comes to the front foot, and the distancing is perfect. You know what I mean? So if you're doing it, if your partner's moving in the way they would move, the model that the kata gives you is the most likely one. It's not guaranteed, because you know what I mean, you might do the pull and it might not work quite as well as you intended, or in the middle of one tumble you might not quite do it right and you have to adapt. But certainly to begin with, I would say you want to practice it as close to the kata as you possibly can. Is everyone okay with that? So if we just go from this side again, so you get one to there, pushes through to here, comes through to here. Okay, so just have a little run through that one, just make sure you try to get those responses if you can. Okay? Lovely. For this bit, step forward to the double, say if both hands have been seized, I can't always bring the arms up so I can drop back to here. So I'm going to bring myself down and rotate. What I'm then going to do is, as we've been practicing step forwards, that starts to bend the arm. That in itself can have him driving backwards. If it doesn't, both the elbows do. And the other thing is, once you end up in that position, you've got your head pretty well covered and you're ready for the next motion. What then happens, of course, is he ends up like this with both arms up. So following that, the kata, as we've just been looking at, once it's done both of those, it starts going into these 45-degree angles again. And it's a sequence you've already practiced. So, okay, the kata's saying, well, sensei, you can go from here, you can go from there, you can move in and back. Then what? Get to a 45-degree angle, clear one of the arms out of the way, and strike him in the neck. What happens if he pushes on the elbow to regain the position? Well, if he does, take it through and impact it. Then what? Grab here and go back through elbow. So up until that point, so you've got the same follow on the end. I would suggest that the turn gives another dimension. We'll look at it a second. The turn, you've got one going down, one going up. It's how the end position works out. So you don't need to start from here. We'll start from the same kind of position again. So I'm going up from there. As we talked about, from here I can take either arm. So for the sake of argument, this time I'm going to take this one. As Lee pushes across this way, I've got the option of moving. I drive the elbow through. I can step through from there. I can impact. Well, the next things I can do from here is I take this arm and I drive it underneath. So the moment I've just got through it, I drive it underneath. I put my hand on the back of his elbow to start to lock it. And like the kata does, I step forwards and then I turn. Okay, so there's your damburai down and there's your arm up, you see. So what do I do there? You spin him on. What do I do to finish sensei? Oh, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do from here. It doesn't take a genius to work out what you can do. You know, the lock's still there to be hard, the strike's still there to be hard, that's still there to be hard. So I'll take a little turn at the end where you end up whichever way around, you know what I mean? It doesn't really make any difference, it depends where you started from. It's just you've got the option of spinning him off at the end. So if you do the full kind of sequence almost as a little drill, it's rotate, crash in, take an arm from there. If your partner was to push, you yield, you go strike, you move in from here, take to there, lock here, so that gives him momentum. I step in, so I'm making myself close to him, and then I'm turning here. Okay, to take him down to that position, which is the same as the form. I can then finish, and I'm done. Is everyone okay to give that a little go as well?